For that May second joint, I feel like we definitely got to try to lock in for that. For, like I said, the 2 year P2D anniversary, man. We got to. Uh, Welcome back to
I
another
get
episode
it.
of Philly to Detroit. I mean, Friday Night Live with P2D. I mean, I see my guy got the TBS hoodie on. I mean, make sure y'all cop up.
Copper shirt, man. They still on sale.
Yeah, and he got the shirts around for me.
Hoodies ain't out yet. The hoodies ain't out yet. The hoodies coming soon though.
But you can still hit him up though. If you hit him up, we gonna get him out. He
Oh,
ain't,
if you hit me up for a hoodie, you can get a hoodie though.
you're all right. If you hit him up,
We get you one.
they gonna pop up somewhere somehow. But
I'm about to get a red one made too.
that's gonna be lit. But yeah, I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday, WBA ordered the fight was Shock Round Gaiusov. Uh, what's your thoughts on them ordering it, and just what's your thoughts on the fight? Are you interested in any type of way, shape, or form, or you don't really care for it?
I was kind of surprised by it. I guess I gotta. I'm actually. I just picked up my phone. I'm looking shock round up now to see like what ranking do he have to, justify a unification fight for him. But he did, nonetheless, he did look good on that card with boots. So I mean, I'm not sure if that's the reason. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm sure is he with Eddie Hearn too? I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably. I think everybody that was on the A side that night probably
Or
signed
he
him.
was A side, yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming, it's just an easy fight to make. Eddie Hearn probably, you know what I mean, feel like he's a guy that's coming on the up and coming. I mean, I haven't seen enough from to
He older too though. Like he not a guy with 10 fights that you gonna for. He not old, but like I said, he not 10-0 and 21 or 10-0 and 22 and 23 and 24. So it's like you still got time, but you don't got time.
yeah. So he 31 years old. He's 17-0, 10 knockouts.
Yes, ORD. So that's what I mean. Like you got time, but you don't. And I heard he got a lot of amateur fights. Uh,
They do have him ranked top 10, well, number 10 in the world at 47, at least for BoxRec.
I don't want to see it honestly. I don't care to see the fight at all. If I was gonna say anything good about that fight, is I did watch him fight and he a boxer. So like I said, I want to see Boots win as impressive as he won against Stan Jonas against a boxer. Because technically, he still haven't done that. Technically, even if you look at the David Absenizia fight, the two fights he had, forgot the guy name,
Karen.
Karen. The two fights he had with Karen. Uh, all three of those fights was really like, for me, for the time that he had, was like low fights. Like how he looked against, uh, damn, who the guy he fought? How he looked against Sergio Lipinets, how he looked against like a Thomas Delorme. Those was like how he looked against Clayton. Like those was lights out fights. He got to do one of those type of fights, like win that spectacular against a guy who not is a big fight or not as big as a threat. Because not everybody going to be a threat, so you can't have low performances just because we like he not a threat. I mean, you got to still go out there and win impressively as you did when somebody is a threat.
Yeah.
So that's the only, like I said, if I was just playing devil's advocate against myself, that would be the only way. Like I said, the style matchup, he a boxer, so he's not as tailor made as Stan Jonas was. Boots won't see him as the biggest threat like how he seen Stan Jonas, but I would like him, like I said, to look impressive, like how he looked against Sergio Lupinets, guys that wasn't viewed as the biggest threat, but he still went out there and looked lights out. Like I said, outside of Stan Jonas fights, his last three fights before the Stan Jonas fights, like I said, they was low performances for me. But
Yeah, I feel
outside of
you.
those three fights, though, like every looked spectacular. Like I said before, that's when he was looking good against Sergio, Thomas Delorme, Clayton, guys like that. So
I thought he looked better in the second Karen fight, obviously. But to your point though, it wasn't nothing like no Stan Jonas beat down.
uh,
So yeah, I mean, I ain't too interested in the fight, to be honest. I would like to see him go ahead and if he gonna wait for Mario and Brian to fight, cool. But I know he don't want to wait that long for the fight either, because both of them, or at least Brian Norman just signed to fight for June. So I mean, I get it, but I don't even think he want that fight.
No, yeah, I'm hoping that the politics, do what they do to a lot of people, and just not let the fight happen and let
Talking about
Boots
not like
get
the
a
fight.
bigger. Yeah, because if we're gonna be real, like we probably do deserve to fight. Like it's probably ass that would be like, no, we don't want to see it because other people we do like that keep getting walked over, and for them we'll be like, damn, they getting walked over. But if we don't know you, we'll be like, no, we're not trying to see that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you look
Like
at
I
a
said,
guy
he
like
is ranked top 10.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like just if I'm gonna be on insert on some political shit, like I said, it's probably ass we don't want to see it because he probably really do deserve it. And like I said, this guy's out there like Kenneth Sims, who if he gets skipped by, we're gonna be like, yeah, man, that's ass. He deserved it. You know what I mean? Because we know him and we like him and we watch his career. And like I said, the guy we don't know will be like, yeah, we're not trying to see that shit for real. So it's like, but I still don't want to see it. So like
Say at the end of the motherfucking day.
I still don't want to see it. So like I said, I'm hoping politics do what it do and skip over guys that don't really bring in no money anyway.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we'll see if it get made. I mean,
but
hopefully not. They talking about the Boots and Ryan Garcia. I've been hearing.
yeah.
I don't know how true that is, but
That's what I'm saying though. Boost plan to go to 54, man. Everybody just. I ain't gonna say everybody bitched out because I'm from Philly, because I was one of the main, but everybody already tied up. Like this shit already over. Pacquiao about to fight Barrios. That shit is stupid. Uh,
fuck.
Pacquiao drone thinking he gonna beat Barrios. I do think Barrios gonna look impressive and beat him the fuck up because I just think, like I said,
He old as shit.
they gonna show him like they gonna show legends like y'all nice, but like can't no legend just retire for like 10, 15 years just come back. Not even 15 years, like 10 years and just come back. And you mean, but Mario's gonna cook him, and if you Mario, you can't turn down a fight for the money.
Hell no.
And then you got Brian Norman going to Japan,
Get that international money.
and if you Boots, you don't want to fight the guy that just mandated, but you probably just gonna get the fight anyway because the other two guys locked up anyway. So you might as well get you a fight in between unless you're gonna wait the whole time.
That's what I was saying. Like,
So you might
it's
as
just
well fight.
like, yeah, you might as well, because it's like you gonna wait for them guys, and then I know you ain't about to wait for them to fight and then fight each other. So you know what I mean. You got to do something.
Ryan Garcia not realistic because he got to win two fights to get to you. You got to beat Rolly and you got to beat Devin
Devin
Haney.
Haney, yep. So that's another year. So it's like,
Where we're at. So like I said, if I'm him, man, it's time to go up there and it's time to campaign. And I ain't gonna lie, you got a perfect opportunity. You got a perfect opportunity. You start your campaign with a nigga who just beat Charles Conwell. Easy. Start
Brock Cook.
your campaign. Cause you mean who going he not the biggest guy. He not a sign. I remember he not a signed guy to B side. So he not a guy that could just turn down any fight. Like you feel me? Like Charles Conwell fight is a big opportunity to him. So imagine what a Boost fight is. So I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Eddie Hearn, I look to go up. And like I said, that guy who just what's the name? Who just upset Charles Conwell? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So Boost could, bust you out there in 4 or 5 rounds and show that see how y'all was looking at Charles Caldwell like the goods. He gonna show y'all like I this easy with just 4 or 5 rounds for me. You feel me? What's
No,
up?
I don't see that guy gonna get booked for sure. I did like him versus Charles Conwell though. I do think he looked good versus Conwell. It was a tight scrap, but he was working though. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching that motherfucker like, damn, Conwell. I shit.
Yeah,
That's one of them fights that you don't know the other guy, so you be like, you think he gonna get fried because you think Conwell, he an up and comer, he about to get a title shot.
yeah. He one of them guys I was just talking about that gets skipped over because him bringing no money.
He don't bring in no cash. Nobody know Jorge Perez.
So it's like
You ain't even know his name, did you?
no,
See what I'm saying?
Shit, Charles Conwell did, and he kind of in that boat too. It's like if you at 154, politics ain't really hyped to put you in position. Who would? You got Virgil Ortiz out here. You got Boots waiting to come up. They don't want 3% of Charles Conwell. They want 3% of Boots and Virgil, the guys that they assume that's going to be the stars of tomorrow. So it's like they're not putting him, even him, in position. If he don't fight Virgil, who's gonna give him a title shot? Fundora wasn't. Bakaram, it don't make sense. He already got a mandated fight with the winner, Lubin, and your guy from Detroit. So it's like he was gonna have to wait a whole nother 12 months. Even if he won this fight, he was gonna have to wait a whole nother 12 months to get a title shot. He was gonna get skipped over again. The ass part about that is that's what happened though. When you keep getting skipped over and skipped over and skipped over, you might slip up and lose, and then it become ass because now I gotta start all over when I been should have got my shot.
Man,
Now the road gonna be even longer than it shouldn't have been because like I said, you've been putting the work to get a shot. This should have been me, Virgil, Charles Conwell. You had a
even
guy
that,
like
not a title
Boychuk.
shot, but big money or better money than he made.
That's what I'm saying. Even Boychuk, bro. Boychuk he not even a fucking Eddie Hearn fight. I mean, he not even a Golden Boy fighter. He got the shot against Virgil before Charles Conwell did. Mind you, that was a great fight, but
Bohachuk just signed to fight. Actually, he about to fight Michael Fox. You know the tall dude.
yeah,
Yeah, he about to fight him.
because even Boychuk getting the shot before Charles Conwell is crazy. Because you looking for Virgil Ortiz about to go to 54, so you're looking for a top 54 contender for him to match up with. I'm ranked top five, but damn near every sanction and body.
I
How the
feel like
fuck?
they was trying to. I don't think they thought Bachram was like that. Or not Bachram, but Bohachuk. I don't think they thought he was like that.
No, they probably didn't. Even though his record was 24-1 with 23 knockouts.
Oh shit! I forgot he a puncher like that. Never mind. They well maybe they, niggas records be more sometimes be
No, I
more
ain't
than
gonna
what it
lie.
is.
That could be the reason why he got picked though, bro. Because you gotta think about it. If you, of course, you hear that, you like, yeah, he could punch, but
But who he fight?
we know that you could be tailor made for a nigga. Even though you could punch, you how you fight, it still could be tailor made for Virgil, and that's what they thought. Like I said, he punching, but how he fight? He walks straight to you. Is no fancy shit to walk in the front door. He walking straight to you. You gonna see it. And what's his main defense? The high guard. What we say about your main defense against special offensive niggas? You think that's easy money? So they could have felt like no, Charles Conwell gonna be a little too slippery. Virgil gonna have to really figure some shit out. Really had to cut the ring off. And they probably like, yeah, boy, check a puncher, but you're gonna be right in front of Virgil. And like I said, when you're a great offensive fighter, it don't matter how much firepower or what you could do. Some niggas so great where they ain't gotta find you. Like I said, you could be the best offensive fighter, but if Bud don't gotta find you, that shit runs for whatever you could do. You can't make it easy for an elite offensive fighter to hit you. Like it gotta be hard. They gotta be thinking like, damn, I gotta set this up. Oh no, that ain't work. Then I gotta try this. Damn, that ain't work. They first joint just can't be hitting you. They first everything they try just beating you up. You gonna get up out of there. But
Man, I mean, yeah, but guys like Virgil, who can think on their feet, who quick with thinking like that, you got to be, yeah. I mean, and it got, but again, I wonder how them conversations go. Like when you given a list of three guys to pick from, what them conversations be like, man? You know what I mean? I be wondering sometimes, like,
who gonna make you look the best? That's simple. Who gonna make you look the best? Because even as good as Boychuk is, and like I said, another thing they didn't play for. Boychuk had a chin. I remember he still got a loss. So even though he got 23 knockouts, you still seen him lose before to a guy who's not Virgil Ortiz.
yeah, fact. Granted, he even got better since then, but still, the fact still remains he lost to a guy.
Or even for Boots, I would love Boychuk for Boots. If I'm Boots, I let him fight.
Now that's another Stanionis.
That shit gonna be easy money.
Because that's the same style. Bochek might throw a little bit more.
Yeah, punch harder too.
Yeah, but other than that, that's the same style.
Probably got better chin too, cause he was thin some shit from Virgil. So probably even got better chin. Uh, I want to say tougher than Stanionis, even though Stanionis tough motherfucker. But you gotta remember this the same man who made Virgil. Like this I never to this day this the only man who made Virgil say, "Let me show him I can box a little bit. Let me get on my feet. Let me start throwing the jab." Nobody ever made Virgil do that. To
Man,
this day, he the only even Madridov ain't making him do that. He was getting stuck from round one. So it's like that's so he might be tough. He might be like I say, he might could withstand the punishment. That'll make it a good fight with Boots. That's the only way he would be able to for it to be a Virgil and Bochuk type of fight with Boots. He would have to withstand the punishment because like that's another thing they didn't count for. Virgil did hit him with these and did catch him, but he just was taking that shit though. He was able to withstand it. Like some niggas, like I said, like the Navarates of the world, some niggas durability is just
he just
sometimes
get punched all night.
it just seem unhuman like sometimes for niggas. Like even the heavyweight guy that's a punching bag who Richard Torres for.
The nigga with the dread.
Yeah, like some niggas get hit with everything. Some niggas durability is just crazy. They just gotta absorb it. Like you said, Navarrete, he could be in the war. His face always look clean.
Right, yeah, I don't be no man. When he fought Oscar Valdez, obviously, I mean, he was up there cooking, but Oscar was landing some shit, man. And that nigga did not look phased at all, dog.
I would like how you started off. He was cooking my bed because I rooted for Oscar.
Come on, man. You seen what he. Hey, man, he about to cook this nigga too. Suarez, he coming up. May 10th. Suarez about to get cooked too, man. Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, speaking of top rank, you got Lorenzo Truck Simpson versus Jihad Tucker.
them
Now,
boys been talking crazy to each other for the last month straight.
facts. Now, mind you,
And Jahai had I posted that shit. Jahai had liked that shit. I know he probably had seen I put that shit on there at the caption and shit.
no facts. Mind you, if you watch Lorenzo Simpson's career, he might even be more like he got a deeper background than Jihad Tucker. He might even be more fundamentally sound. His punches might even be more compact. His only thing is he fight like Tank. He from Baltimore. It's Tank little brother. He fight just you could see it. It's like Quinn Moses. You could see it. Like I said, everything calculated, everything accurate, everything compact. His only thing is you don't punch like Tank. So that's why these rounds end up being close because you're not hurting these guys. So you fighting like Tank and you like I said, you accurate. You did like I said, you could just see it. That's your little brother. You accurate, you could see it. Like I said, he got his amateur record was crazy, like 145-3, some crazy shit. He was a highly touted amateur. Like I said, he might be even more fundamentally sound than Jihad Tucker, but he fight with a low output. When you fight with a low output, you gotta punch. You gotta be able to punch like hard. And if you don't punch hard, you gotta have like Shakur like defense. And he don't have either. And that's how he lost the two fights from holding his hands too long. And one thing Jihad Tucker will do, and I know he will do,
Let
he
them
gonna let
hands go.
his hands go. He got that dog in him.
Yeah, he
And
gonna
that's
let
the
them
reason
hands
I
go.
got Jihad Tucker winning that fight. Because one thing he will do,
You
he
swing
gonna
back,
let
my nigga.
his arms go. And Lorenzo, like I said, that shit might look prettier when he land his shit because he gonna be way more patient, so it's gonna be more eye catching. But in the moments he not doing that, 40 seconds that went by here, 30 seconds that went by here, 40 seconds that went by here, and Jihad Tucker was just being consistent, even if it's not nothing crazy.
That shit gonna be. I like that fight, man. I
It's
didn't think
good.
it was gonna get made so soon though. Them niggas, you know how some niggas be talking shit, and the
Yeah,
fight never get made for real. They just be on there talking, but they made that shit fast. Them boys
I
put it.
actually, my fault, not to cut you
No,
off,
no,
but
go ahead. Yeah,
I was gonna say I actually like how they beef started because they beef started with a contract being sent and they name being brought up in top rank office. Most niggas just be beefing, knowing they never gonna fight. I like that they didn't talk shit to each other for the most part that we seen that was on the internet until Chuck actually went to sit down with Bob and they brought up Jihad Tucker. then it's like, oh, it's actually realistic because they
Right.
bringing them up to you. The actual promoter that run a company that make the fights is bringing this up to you, so it's realistic.
And them niggas, man, I don't know. It's they both at a point now where they gotta show something now. Especially Jahad Tucker. They been putting him in the hard fight since he started.
I ain't gonna lie, that's why he go with though. That's why I'm trying, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is a good fight, but I think Jihad he could come out, man. You know how they some fights they be like, yo, this is coming out party.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got the ability, bro. Where this could be his coming out party. This could be the fight that, like I said, we got Troy Isaac against him, but this could be the fight that make us be like, I don't know, he might can beat Troy or he might can beat this guy. Because like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
think he got the tools and he got the dog. He not gonna outwork you. His main defense is a high guard too. Lorenzo Chuck Simpson. That's his main defense is the high guard.
I'm picking my man Troy. I like Jihad though.
I like it too. Bro.
I like his attitude. I like the dog. You feel me? He got the dog in him. I was bringing this up, but this shit was so laggy. It came up when we was done with the conversation. Like, nigga, I don't need it no more, nigga. But we can check it out since it fucking came up. And he lost to the dude that Troy had to fight and beat, right?
Yeah.
Hernandez, Vladimir,
You
yeah.
wanna know how he lost to him? He lost to him in overtime and it was
I
a
over I
draw,
remember that, yeah.
13th round. And what he do in the bro, in the last round, he didn't let his hands go. When you know you're gonna lose this fight if you don't win this round. Now, mind you, I watched his interviews. He's saying that was the old him, and there was some things going on in his life, and he that. Now,
Ah.
mind you, that's what everybody say. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But
Check
mind you, bro, he don't let his hands
it
go,
out,
bro.
man.
Jahad, this could be Jahad coming. This a good fight on paper, but I'm trying to tell y'all, if my man Jahad go out here and beat him easy, don't be surprised. Jahad been in there with some guys, bro. That's another thing. He been in there with the Russian bull who turned the controller off. And he been in there with the guy he had to draw with that was ranked top 5 in a WBA sanctioned body. He fought a nigga top 5 in the WBA sanctioned body as a prospect.
No, man. We always talk about how Jahad been matched up, man. That nigga, they been putting that nigga through some wars, and but the nigga move up in weight every 2 fights.
Yeah.
At least he was. I think he feel better at this 60. But
And to be honest, the loss he had, that to be honest, he really should be still undefeated because like that was a 50-50 fight. He supposed to get that to the prospect for
he's trying to rig it. They said he lost to that. Who is this? 12-2. I feel you though. If it's 50-50, I feel that.
bro. That fight right there, that was a draw. I betted on that fight. That fight was a minus for both fighters. What fighter that's 10, 11 fights in and fighting somebody with a Vegas odds got it a minus for both sides? That shit 50-50. What prospect? He literally was fighting a 50-50 fight as a prospect. Like that's wild.
Who is this? He was 30. Yeah, he's still undefeated. Who is this nigga? But he got the cooking right after that though. But they said that I remember somebody said something like that. That when they provide him the list of motherfucking fighters, he picked the hardest fighter every time. They say it be him. They say he picks tough nigga every time. Every time they give him the list of fighters, man.
That's gonna
Fuck it,
benefit
man.
him though.
I about
The
to
way
say
it
fuck it.
go, I'm about to say if he don't lose and somebody just don't beat him up and just run him over, it's gonna help him more and more. that he was in them fights.
I fuck with y'all though, man. I think this fight is a good fight. I really like this fight. Uh, like I said, especially since they've been talking crazy to each other and they really made the fight happen. You rarely see that go down so fast like it did for them. This shit happened quick. Like, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Them niggas was going at it though. Them niggas had to bring it out they stashes. Them niggas spread showing money off and all type of shit. I'm like, oh shit, they mad at each other for real. When you just bringing the cash out, you really mad at a nigga. You really trying to show up for that nigga. Like, bro, stop playing with me.
That's what he is.
You really don't fuck with that nigga.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? Uh, the Shakur Stevenson card is that's not even his card. I'm thinking he
Bro,
the main event.
they talking about they gonna do the press conference like he the main event, but Edgar really the main event. I'm like, bro, what the fuck sense do that make?
Edgar and Hamza is the last fight on that card. Shout out to Edgar for taking that fight. And I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie, I
he
don't
was
think
on
he
his
would.
hit list though.
Yeah, he was. I ain't gonna lie though. I still don't think he would have took it if he ain't look at me a little off his last performance. Cause like I said before, mind you, I still got Hamza. Don't get me wrong. But before I would have had them easily winning this joint. Now I'm not so sure. Now it's like it's down there 50-50. Just cause it's like I said, I just ain't like how more pressure came on. You started to fold. So who knows? Edgar really got power. If he not sitting there and trying to box with him and trying to be patient with him and shit, cause he gonna lose that way. But if he actually go in there, like I'm gonna really try to get him. I'm gonna really try to hurt him and actually be on my front foot the whole time.
Yeah.
He could do something. Like I said, I favor Hamza in a close fight, but I just hope Edgar fight with some a sense of urgency. But like I said, I feel like if it become a boxing match and still in the ring, I don't think he could beat Hamza like that. But like I said,
Yeah.
if you fight with sense of urgency, and like I said, you don't even gotta be as good as Carlos Adames, but just the urgency of just throwing punches, letting your hands go. I think, like I said, you gonna win that fight. That's just is he gonna do it? Is he gonna fight with a sense of urgency, or is he gonna be out there boxing?
I mean, I feel like he gonna have to just rely on his power, bro. Like that's what you got. That's what you known for. At least that's what I'm thinking. Cause I mean, again, I think I'm picking Hamza too, even with the loss. Carlos Adames,
It's a
he a bad
draw.
motherfucker, man. I mean, it was a draw, yeah, and then Carlos Adames a bad motherfucker, but it should have been
Yeah, it definitely. Well, he definitely lost for sure.
it should have been a loss.
That fight was anywhere else in the world, he's gonna lose.
Yeah, but I mean, Carlos Adames not no, that's not no easy fight. So I mean, again, this Eggers, and we not gonna count Canelo. This Eggers hardest fight, right? So I mean, I feel like Hamza gonna, especially since he's trying to get on the get back. He trying to get another title shot. What's this fight at weight wise?
68.
Okay, so Hamza moving up.
Yeah. His excuse is the weight. Uh, but we're gonna see though. Like I said, the middleweight division, is heating up. Is heating up. Super middleweight division, pretty decent too. Uh, Still think it's crazy that Shakur and Williams and Payton not the main event, but I guess Edgar and I guess that is the. I mean, on paper, that is probably the best fight on the card, but still puts Shakur as the main event.
I don't know. You could still argue Shakur and Williams the best for two undefeated guys.
No, that's easy money, bro. Nobody look at that fight as a 50-50 fight, though. So that's what I mean by like when you
When I made that little video, man, a lot of people picking motherfucking Williams.
those be the niggas that just hate it, bro. They don't really think Shakur's gonna lose the weight. Like that shit is over. Shakur gonna whoop his ass. That shit gonna be an easy fight. Nobody, like I said, only thing I do think is If Shakur hands messed up, I don't think he could beat Zepeda like how he beat Dos Santos. I think Zepeda will out hustle him if his hands start messing up and he can't let his hands go. That's what I will say about Zepeda. That's the interesting about this fight is I don't think he could just con his way to a win. Zepeda, not Zepeda, Edwin, he more of a boxer puncher, so he also rely on timing and things of that in a way. It's like Zepeda not gonna really give a fuck about all that pump fake and shit. He gonna go right at you, whether you try and punch him. He gonna go at you if you try and really punch him. So if you're not trying to really punch him, he really gonna go at you. And like I said, I just think he gonna out hustle him. This nigga throw 93 punches around. Like that's a lot of punches, bro. So like, mind you, I don't think he gonna throw that against Shakur because every time he fights somebody with any great defensive fighter, they should drop a little bit. But I ain't gonna lie, even if his shit do drop, that still could be a lot of punches. Like let's just say right now we just play be like, yo, that shit gonna drop 20 per round. 73 punches around still a lot to deal with. Even if you be like, I'm gonna drop his average by 20 per round. Mind you, you times that by 12, that's over 200 punches less thrown. But like I said, that still be a lot of motherfucking punches you still gotta deal with. So that's the only thing I give Zepeda is if I don't think he could do what he did against Edwin because Edwin's style was able to let him do that. Zepeda's style won't let him do that. He'll out hustle him.
Yeah, Eddie coming forward the whole time, man. It's not a time. It's not a moment in the fight. He not coming forward and throwing punches.
You
So
got you gotta think about it, bro. You can't he gonna go at you if you're not throwing punches. So how you think it's some tight way that if I throw the lowest amount of punches I ever threw in my career, 'cause that's what he did against Edwin. And he made Edwin do the same exact shit. But a guy who, like I said, even if you throw a lot of punches, he gonna still go at you. If you throw your lowest amount of punches you ever threw, you're gonna lose. He gonna out hustle you. It's gonna look like he winning. So if your head do start busting up, hopefully that shit bust up when he already up. I think if it busts up and he up 4-0, 5-0, then maybe I can see him, you know, still finding a way to win the last 7 rounds. Because like I said, I do think if everything perfect, he gonna clean him up. He gonna stop him. Uh, Shakur gonna have power that night because the speed, the accuracy, the timing, and Zepeda is gonna be going at him. So he gonna also help Shakur power by adding impact to impact. So that's always a good thing. And he a counter puncher, He tailor made for him. At least that's what we think, but we're gonna find out.
we about to find out for sure.
I
I'm
think
excited for that one though.
because even if you look at a guy like Oscar Valdez, like for the most part, he an exciting fighter, but you fight Shakur, that shit was different. So
No, real shit. Oscar got a real come forward style too. And Shakur was making that nigga miss all night long, man, tagging his ass on the counters.
that's the only way he could bring his mind you. For him, I do think he could bring his output to like 40, 50 punches a round. I do think he that
You gonna
good.
have to because you gonna make him have to think in that bitch. Like I can't just throw anything.
Yeah. But the reason I think your hands got to be healthy is because you got to show him he got to throw 40, 50 punches around. I don't think that just you been trying to box him, being on the outside to be enough. You actually like when he crossed that threshold, it actually got to be some shit. Like it can't be I'm boxing him good, I'm hitting him from the outside, and when he crossed that threshold, I'm trying to get away so I can go back to boxing him. It's like
Right.
no, you go box him, you keep him on the outside, but show him like I got a little line right here, visible line. Feel me? I'm cool with boxing you right here. I'm cool with being on the outside. I'm cool with boxing you. But every time you cross this line right here, it's gonna get bad for you. And that's what you guys show him. Like I said, you show him that they just can't walk in because it's gonna be a big counter shot for him. That output gonna start going lower and lower. And even if he trying more and more, it's just gonna naturally get lower and lower. Just even if it just like I said, it don't go to 40 or 50 right away, it'll get to 40 and 50 as the rounds go and go because you get the breaking down more and more. Because I got no doubt Williams Zepeda gonna keep trying, and I don't think a good punch gonna happen from not trying. But like I said, he's still human, so if you're getting broken down, you're just gonna naturally stop trying less and less and less just because your body can't take it. Your punch output will start going down and down. Shakur should start going up. The less punches you throw, I would like to think Shakur feel more comfortable to throw even more punches and start breaking you down even more, and then stopping. Like I said, I got him getting a stoppage in a like 8 to 10. I got the stoppage in 8 to 10. You know,
Damn. No, yeah, I was going unanimous decision. I mean, again, I'm hoping Shakur let his hands go because it's gonna be a lot of opportunity to do it with Zepeda style. He coming for it's gonna be a lot of opportunity to land shots, man. Stop him in his tracks. I'm hoping he let his hands go. I'm just not. I just don't know. I just don't know if I'm confident that he is, but I do feel like he got a mindset right now where he got to prove himself. Um, but I'm a Shakur guy, man. I think he the best out here, but it's just like his last few fights. We talked about it. It's
yeah,
just it's we you making these guys miss, which is beautiful. Like can't nobody on earth do that shit like how you do it, but you're not returning shit with it. So it's just like I don't know. I need him to let his hands go, which I think he can. Again, it's just the hand injury shit. Is it healthy? You know what I mean? Is it gonna hurt
yeah.
when you trying to punch him in his shit?
That's the only thing I'm really worried about. Because to be honest with you, for what I seen with Shakur, I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, he the best in the world. Like he the best in that division. He really a top five talent in the world to me. Like I said, I just won't put him or Tank in my top five till they beat each other. But in terms of talent, I definitely think he top five. And like I said, I know his IQ dangerous. I know he see everything that's coming. I'm honestly just worried about the hands. I'm not worried about if his hands okay. I'm not worried about if he gonna throw punches. There's gonna be too many mistakes happening. That's a sharp motherfucker.
Man,
He definitely gonna see all them drums. My whole thing is like I said, if the hands start hurting, but I don't have no doubt about it that he gonna see everything and start letting his hands go if his hands is 100%.
and then motherfucking like he did look good against Padley. People didn't like that Padley made it to the ninth round, but people been asking for a knockout. The nigga got the knockout. They still mad that he lasted that long. I'm like, bro, what you want the nigga to do? Like the nigga, he fighting a tough guy. Then I mean,
You
the
know what's
nigga,
crazy? He never knocked nobody out that early. That's what I said. I said, yo, this is the crazy part. I said, even if it was a guy we do know and he wasn't gonna knock out, it was gonna look like that. He wasn't going to blitz nobody in 3 rounds. Like that's not the type of power he got.
yeah,
He got the Jamel Shakur at his best is like the Jamel Herring Yoshino type of performance.
yeah,
He
you
could
got a
knock
rep
you
on
out, he
top
could
of it.
break you down, he could drop you, but it's gonna take some time. He gonna have to get the kick in your ass a little bit. So it's like I'm telling
Eventually, he
people
gonna
like
make you not want to
even
fight.
if it that's what I'm saying, even if it wasn't Josh Pat, even if it was Floyd Schofield, he wasn't just gonna knock Floyd Schofield out in 3 rounds.
Hell no.
That's not the power he coming with. If he was gonna stop Schofield in 9 rounds, he was still gonna have to break him down. That's what anybody he fight.
And that's why I hate this shit. Like as far as the fans, bro, because they be like, bro, he ain't knock him out soon enough. But y'all know, and y'all make fun of his power all the time, and y'all know he don't got the power to do that. So
Bro, he
why is it a
stopped Jamel
problem
in
that?
10. Bro, he literally stopped Jamel in 10. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's technically his best performance. Did y'all know, whether it's Oscar or Jamel, whatever you want to say, it took him 10 rounds to get him out of there. That's how he fight. He don't have the power to just one shot, boom. So it's like,
But it's gonna be an ass whooping
but he could
until it
break you
happens.
down. And like I said, getting comfortable, start letting his hands go, start beating you up. You know,
It's gonna be an ass whooping, like you said. It's gonna be till that time. Really, the ref gonna have to probably stop the fight because you probably ain't gonna be doing enough no more. You're gonna be frustrated in that bitch.
yeah. So and you're gonna be getting beat up. Like
First time, man.
that's why the fight really gonna get stopped. 'Cause if you're not doing nothing, that means you're getting beat up. Cause that's with any level. Like that's not even just like that's what sparring me and you. Like if we in the ring and you're not throwing punches, I'm gonna beat you up. It's just that
Bro,
simple.
bro, I literally sparred a
Like,
nigga for, bro, it be a nigga in the gym, bro, not to,
that's with the
I,
street fight and everything. Like if you're not
yeah, bro, I'm about to
fighting in
just
the
punch the
street, you're
shit
not
out
throwing
you, bro.
punches, I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah, bro. If you're not gonna throw nothing,
Like
cause I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna throw a couple jabs. If I don't see nothing in return,
so that's what any level of fighting anywhere on earth. If anybody get mad enough to you about to fight somebody and the fight start, he not throwing punches. That's what any fight on earth. The other person gonna start whooping that ass. That's just how
yeah,
it
that's in a street fight in a
is.
boxing ring.
And that's another reason. Like I said, I like Zepeda for that one thing. I don't think, like I said, if his hands break, he just gonna con his way. Because I do think, like we just talking about, you gotta let your hands go. I don't think you're gonna be in there throwing 15 punches around, keeping Zepeda off. He gonna win that fight. Even 20 punches around, he gonna win that fight. He gonna out hustle you. You gotta let your hands go. That's what any fight in the world.
Cause he coming for sure.
So,
Especially with a pressure fighter like this, man.
like I
Guys
said,
like this and
the way it
Pitbull.
works out for you in the fight, in any fight in the world, is if you do what Edwin did. You also don't throw nothing back in the fight after whoever you fight. Don't throw nothing back. That's the only way you come out of that joint safe. Like I said, I just don't think Zepeda that type of nigga.
No. Zepeda is throwing a million punches in the fight, bro. Come on,
So
bro.
only Edwin to do some shit like, yo, you gonna have the lowest punches you ever threw in the fight? I'm gonna do the same thing. Like what, dummy? You gonna win? They gonna win on his cards and his promotional company? Like, come on. If you tell any B side right now in any fight across the world, local fight or the highest level, tell Bud right now, Canelo gonna throw the lowest punches he ever threw. Any fight anybody about to go into, even Jihad Tucker, whoever, either or, they gonna think they gonna win. They're gonna be like, all right, bet. I'm about
I'm
to
gonna
pull
just
this shit
throw
off.
more or wait for that shit. Yeah, to open up.
I'm gonna pull this shit off tonight. Only way you don't is if you go match him. Or why he gonna throw his the fewest he ever throw? All right, bet I'm gonna do this. I'm doing that shit too tonight. That shit was the most boring fight. I want a lot of money though. I want like $100 though off that fight, so I like that. But it was off, it was off a card though, because everybody fought that night. I think
No,
at
that shit.
36, Tiger Johnson, Trisley, that joint was lit.
Yeah,
So I bet it on all of them to make the card, a plus card.
Troy just signed. He fighting on the. He fighting June 7th. Who card is that?
I think that's De Los Santos and Keyshawn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight, man.
There really is, bro. Yeah. But niggas know De Los Santos, though. I ain't seen really nobody saying it wasn't a bad, like that it's a bad fight,
Yeah,
or that I mean,
Keyshawn
it
whooped his
could.
ass.
Now I'm about to say, I mean, it's obvious, it definitely can happen where Keyshawn just go out there and fry him. But just in terms of like what people been saying, they niggas like, De Los Santos ain't no hoe.
No,
But I
yeah,
mean, if Adorno can last with him, I'm pretty sure Keyshawn can last with him.
yeah.
And I pre Keyshawn gonna do a lot more damage than Adorno did. So
And the only thing about, I just don't think he gonna get his just due. I think he gonna get his credit because
and
he's still De Los Santos, but he still ain't fight since Shakur. That fight
I
was in
was literally, bro, I was literally about to say, when the last time he fought? That's literally what I'm about to ask you.
that was in 2023,
Like, come on, man, that's
and he
crazy.
had an injury. That's why he
Who,
come
De Los
back sooner.
Santos?
He had to get over an injury. Yeah, so that's why I think he gonna get his credit, but he won't get his credit all the way.
I was literally was about to ask you that. Like, when the last time that nigga fought, bro? I ain't seen nothing about that nigga.
If I was top ranked, he not signed with nobody. So if I was top ranked, what they're supposed to do is, well, I don't know who he signed with actually, but I
Right.
would like to think he not with Al Heyman no more because he ain't fighting 2 years.
But you know
But
how PBC moved up.
yeah, I was about to say if I was top ranked, I would try to bring him back as an A-star fighter to get a knockout real quick and then match him up. Like I said, because like I said, bro, you got a lot of things going against you. You got the ring rush, still ain't fighting 2 years, still had to go over injury. So it's like still a lot of things going into this fight. He's showing a great fighter. You mean he might be special. You mean obviously we're gonna let the next 12 to 24 months tell us how special he is. But as of right now, he a great champion. Like I said, he might be an elite fighter. I think he is. I just think like I said, he just got to prove it a little bit more. But like I said, I don't know if anybody. I don't even know if you would Tank Davis. You want to just not fight in 24 months and then fight Keyshawn Davis, let alone you
Yeah,
have
bro.
Santos.
I literally was about to say, bro. I honestly, and I like De Los Santos, so I'm saying this like with a, you know what I mean. But like I definitely feel like I could see a world where Keyshawn just go out here and fry him.
Yeah, especially if Del Santos actually try. Cause like I say, Keyshawn, he a counter puncher too. He's not solely a counter puncher. He's just a natural counter puncher. But like I say, if he go out there and really try, sometimes that works to Keyshawn advantage. Sometimes that'll make him look good. So it's like he can just go out here and blitz him like Lemos come out there and blitzing him, and Keyshawn take risks. When he knocked him down, he got hit. He got hit with a little shot. It was nothing crazy because he hit him first with a big shot. But the fact that he sat there and exchanged with him, that's what made the fight intriguing. Is because like Boots Ennis, like Keyshawn Davis, a lot of those knockouts, them Jones look pretty, and we don't look at how the knockouts come. But them guys, they in there taking risks. Like they in there doing 50-50 exchanges, and like I said, they looking at it as like y'all looking at it as I'm taking the risk. I look at it as they taking the risk because them niggas trading with me.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what make the fight intriguing. And those moments where Keyshawn do got that mean streak and he do take a little risk in here just because he believe in himself, especially because like you say he do start off patient. So especially when that third and fourth and fifth round he start heating up in there, he start getting them combinations flying. I want to see if Del Santos could see what he do when Keyshawn, like I said, take risks in those moments. I want to see if Del Santos can make him pay for it.
Because it is, I mean, when you go in at Delatantos, if you're gonna let your hands go, man, it's gonna always be a risk for one of them bitches that you seen what happened with Ryo, because we know Ryo is a guy that's gonna take risk and try to land. We gonna exclude Pitbull because he knew what he had to do to get that fry cook session. But in terms of when he fought De Los Santos, we thinking Pitbull, not Pitbull, but Ryo, he the puncher. Shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know who the fuck De Los Santos was until that Ryo
Yeah,
fight.
nobody did. He's the underdog in that fight. But and that's another thing. That's why I want to see the risk because De Los Santos, he not really like he could calculate, he could box good because he a boxer puncher, but he not too aggressive, but he aggressive. But he more of a reactive fighter. Like I don't think he really be seeing the hooks or seeing the shots that he knocked Ryo out with. Not saying he ain't see it, like he ain't know what he was doing, but I think it's like not that like he's seen. I just think it's a reaction thing. Like he just able to read and react on the fly. So it's like sometimes when you take risks with guys like that who just react off shit, they ain't even had to think about it. That shit just came out when you touch their glove or whatever you just threw. That shit just came out of muscle memory. That should come out fast, and that's what happened in that Ryo fight. He was just going up, he was just going at him and going at him. Mind you, he hurt him, so he didn't just go at him for no reason. He did drop him first, and he
Yeah,
felt
facts,
like
facts, facts. That's
he
true.
felt like I heard him. You know what I mean? I could get him out of here. So it ain't like Ryo just threw the game plan out the way and nothing happened, and he just went at him. It's like no, I heard him, I dropped him, so I'm thinking it's time. And like I said, going at him. Edwin didn't even have to think about the hook. He just reacted, and that shit came right over the top on his chin. Then he dropped Ryo. Then they both hurt each other again. So it's like they was hurting the shit out of each other in that fight. That was a good fight.
Yeah, it
But
wasn't no easy fight for him. Nah.
and to be honest, that's why I think Keyshawn Davis he got to be careful because this could be like a Ryo and De Los Santos fight where, like I said, we ain't see Keyshawn get hit on the chin too crazy. Even though I liked how that one guy tested him, the one guy who tried to pick him up. I liked that test. Uh, Remember the one boy who got it was getting a little rowdy in there, and he picked him up. He picked Keyshawn Davis up.
I do like to remember that. I'm just trying to remember the fuck. I gotta
He had
see
the
his
red
face.
glove. He had red and black gloves, and I think the other boy, remember he was taking everything that Keyshawn was throwing at nigga. Keyshawn that nigga with everything. But
Motherfucker.
yeah, so like I said, it could be like Ryo and let's see.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it could be like Ryo and Edwin if he not too tight, but more than likely, like I said, if you just stay a little sharp on defense first, then like I said, even if he do hurt you, it won't be like a Ryo or Edwin. It'll just be a moment. Like I said, you can hurt him more because, like I said, those Santos get hurt. Like Ryo was hurting him a lot, so I do think he's Sean gonna find them shots to hurt him. That's why I think he gonna stop him, and I think he gonna stop him just because he take risks. Like he gonna go for it. He's not gonna be a guy that's gonna be okay with just winning on the outside, even just because he can. Like he's gonna go for it. Like he's gonna want to start beating you up. He got mean streak in him, like Bud Crawford. Bud can outbox you, but a lot of people say like he could really outbox you and not get hit, but it's like he really want to knock you the fuck out. So sometimes you might touch him here and there and get more chances because he really want to beat you up.
No, yeah, that's why I just said I'm like, bro, I can really see if a world where Keyshawn just frying you, man. Because again, we ain't seen Edwin in 2 years. I mean, we know he can scrap, but it's just like, bro, you ain't been active, man. That you know what I mean? I don't see a guy coming out for a title shot after a 2 year layoff against one of the best motherfuckers in the weight class,
Yeah.
and just you know what I mean.
I will say though the sparring should be easy
I
for that
still
type
love the
of
fight though.
yeah, bro, right. And the sparring should be easy in terms of not easy like, but easy in terms of like there's a lot of great talent they got. That's real fast, got power, boxer punchers. So you can find you a guy out here that's real fast, got power, got nice feet. Like I said, you got to put a lot of rounds in. I know that because, like I said, you gonna want to try to somehow, even though it's probably impossible, but you're gonna at least try to at least put it in your head that I gotta knock some type of ring rust off in the gym.
Hell yeah.
Like I
Probably had to
said,
really get some tough rounds in.
yeah, I was about to say that get some high intensity rounds in because, like I said, most people don't spar high intensity rounds because, like I said, it's too dangerous. But like I said, just to start off camp, I do think, like I said, get more high intensity rounds than maybe that he averaged doing a regular camp, just to try and make up for some ring rust. And you're fighting
Shit.
2 years, so you might can afford to have some high intensity rounds because you ain't get punched in the head in a little bit. You feel me? So you might can afford to because your body been resting for 2 years. So it's like you might can afford some more high intensity rounds. Because like I said, your head ain't been getting punched on in a minute. Your head been getting some rest.
Yeah, man, we gonna see. I love that fight though. Again, just based off Edwin's style and what we have seen from him in the past, I do like the fight. But again, I just don't see him coming in there and just beating Keyshawn off that. You know what I mean? Just off that layoff, and just how active Keyshawn been and how good he been looking, man. I just don't see him slowing the momentum down. I could be wrong, but he gonna have to show me. You know how we say it.
Yeah.
He gonna have to show me this
I about to
time.
say
But
that too.
again,
We gotta update our show me list too.
yeah, facts, facts. We gotta put that bitch out.
We might have to take somebody out, take put somebody in. That's gonna be our one rule to the show me list too. If me and you want to add somebody in our show me list, we gotta be willing to take somebody out. So we're gonna have to make some tough calls. We're gonna have to make some tough calls. Like I said, Keyshawn Davis, I probably need to see another fight or two. You know what I mean? Because I already got two lightweights on my show me list. I don't want to put three on there. I'm be overdoing it.
But Shakur and Tank.
Yeah, so like I don't want to put Keyshawn on there. That's three fighters already. I think we only got like what, like 10 or something like that.
Yeah, I think we had 10 on there.
So but we're gonna see though.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean that's gonna be a great fight though. Man, it's a lot of good cards getting made for the summertime, man.
Where definitely.
It's a lot of good cards getting made for the summer, man. Uh, who else got somebody else get made?
Uh, Amanda Serrano 3. I guess that count.
Yeah, that shit the day before. Um, that shit the day before a good
Oh yeah,
card.
man, Floyd Schofield fighting the bull who knocked out H2O on that undercard too.
Oh, okay, the body nigga.
Mm-hmm. He said the body nigga.
That's his name, Lucas Body. That's his name.
But yeah, so
I'm trying to. Somebody says it's a card the day after the Jake Paul shit, or not the day after the Serrano shit.
I mean,
Um,
we just waiting for September though, man. I just want to see Bud and Canelo in there.
honestly,
That's another fight. Like I said, when Bud and Spence fought and Floyd and Pacquiao fought, those are the only two fights where I felt like I was floating. I felt like it was like a dream, and it was like unreal. And even when they was walking out, I still didn't believe they was about to fight until the bell rang. I feel like Canelo and Bud gonna give me that same feeling where that shit not even gonna be real. Even when he walking out, I'm gonna still be in my head like he not about to really fight Canelo at 160. That's how I felt about Spencer and Bud. I'm like, yo, like this shit really happening? Like, no way. I still think some nut shit about to happen. Like that shit, and that's how it was before the Pacquiao. That shit felt like a dream. Like, damn, they really about to fight after all these years.
motherfucking. Oh yeah, motherfucking. Which you think you? I know you think Mason about to cook Nakatalia, ain't he?
Yeah, come on, that's another 5 to 7, 5 to 7 round. 5 to 7 round knockout, real quickie. Uh, that's about it though. He got a nice right hand, but that shit over.
Yeah, man, he can punch a little bit, but I don't see it either, man. They just trying to give him decent opponents who fought other good guys.
That shit over.
Cause now they trying to compare. Cause he done fought Keyshawn. I mean not Keyshawn, but he done fought Shakur, Raymond Moritalia, Burchell. So now they trying to see how you do against him. Damn near.
Yup. And he gonna cook him.
He gonna-
He gonna do his thing like he always do for sure. Uh, but I guess we'll be back. We'll be back on the live starting.
yeah. Well, we'll be back on the live, man, on Tuesdays, man, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then be on the lookout for more videos dropping on the YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube, Phillies to Detroit Boxing. Follow us on Instagram, They Know Boxing, P2D Boxing Podcast, and the Boxing Syndicate.